America is now under martial law. See how easy it is to manipulate people into embracing fascism by putting some bad guy in a turban on TV every day. You asked for it, you got it. Well, we all have to be patriotic now, right? And there's only one way to be patriotic, isn't there? Pledging allegiance to the war. How many of you have pledged allegiance to the war? The war against terrorism, abbreviated TWAT for all practical purposes. How many of you are glad we're kicking ass in Afghanistan? I heard initial cheers go up and then everybody caught themselves. Don't be afraid, come out of the closet. Even though he stole the election, one of the saddest factors of this country is even though half the country doesn't vote, which is disgraceful enough, 1 in every 4 American adults went out and voted for George W. Bush. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Isn't it interesting that whenever somebody named Bush gets into the White House, many people die? I'd like to read a little statistic for you now from the April 2002 edition of Harper's Magazine. Every issue of Harper's has this page called the Harper's Index with all kinds of mind-blowing statistics on them. Here's one. Estimated amount of US dollars spent guarding our Mid-Eastern oil supply in the Persian Gulf. $50 billion. Estimated value of the crude oil coming out of the Persian Gulf, $19 billion. What is wrong?
around the next corner, you can't. Quick, now, for the keys for the door. Don't even know where you are. You walk a little faster. I walk a little faster. Sensing that I sense you. Now there's no escape. I can almost taste your dandruff as I reach out for your face. And I strike!
But what really galls me is when people say, Ralph Nader and the Green Party and the reason Gore lost the election. And if Gore was president right now, everything would be all better. Well, maybe they have a point if you look only superficially, because what was it, 500 votes separating Bush and Gore when our Supreme Court arbitrarily ended the recount and crowned King George, the next president? Contrasting that with 97,000 votes in Florida for Ralph Nader and almost 3 million nationwide. Superficially, they have a point. When you look beneath that, hey, wait a minute. Nader and the Greens didn't cost Gore the election. Gore cost Gore the election. By driving so many of us who originally were gung-ho members of the Democratic Party into the hands of a third party, there's no way we were going to vote for anybody, even if Bush was the alternative, if the other supposed opponent was also pro-death penalty, pro-drug war, pro-WTO, pro-destroying the welfare benefits. Gore was also pro-Star Wars. There's no way I, for one, am going to vote for anybody who is that toxic and that far on the wrong side of things I care that deeply about. People all over the world are mad as hell at Bush for pulling out of the Kyoto Treaty to combat global warming. Well, guess who went over to Kyoto when they were negotiating the treaty and tried to squelch it right then and there? Gore. Guess which one of those two guys came out in May of 2000 and said we should start teaching biblical creation in public schools again? Gore. Yeah. He said, oh, it should not be in biology class. It should be in religion class. Trouble is, in American public schools, there's not a religion class. Nor should there be. I mean, you want to study religion, why not the church of your choice? Not the church of the government's choice. On top of that, Gore helped throw the elections by spending so much money running attack ads against Ralph Nader in California and other states he was already going to win the electoral votes for. He could have spent that money shoring up his support in states like Tennessee, Arkansas. If he won any one of these states, and of course Tennessee was his alleged home state, even though he grew up a pampered rich senator's kid in Washington, D.C., if he had spent money shoring up and won any one of those states, Florida wouldn't have mattered. But oh no, it's more important to bash the Greens. And when the Democrats helped pass Ashcroft's anti-terrorism bills designed to keep us all under surveillance and buzz us for no reason, how much of an alternative to Bush were they ever in the first place in this day and age? It ain't the Greens that are spoilers. It's the corporate Democrats who keep selling down the Democratic Party's best principles to corporations.
I'm tired of self-respect. I can't afford a car. I wanna be a prefab superstar. I wanna be a tool, don't need no soul. Wanna make big money, play rock and roll. I'll make my music boring. I'll play my music slow. I ain't no artist, I'm a businessman. No ideas of my own. I won't defend or rock the boat. Just take some trucks and rock and roll. And here we go. Drool, 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 drool. My viola. Drool, 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 drool. My viola. You'll pay 10 bucks to see me on a 15-foot high stage. Fat-ass bouncers kick the shit out of kids who try to dance. It's life and fate, I lost my guts, so laugh and say that's rock and roll.
And nobody has been more cynical about manipulating how upset we are and how fearful we are after what went down on September 11th and our sorrow for the victims and their families than the Bush administration themselves. Their bodies are barely cold in the ground and Bush's people are already pissing on their memories. You know, to fight terrorism, we have to drill for oil in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. That will show them. Just kill off all them caribou and all them bears and melt the tundra. And the oil, by the way, last time they were bringing this up was earmarked for China. And right after September 11th, both houses of Congress passed a bill ordering 100 more tanker jets for the Air Force, right after the Air Force said they didn't need them. And Bush says that in order to fight terrorism, we have to give him alone so-called fast-track authority to ram through treaties like the Free Trade Agreement of the Americas that makes NAFTA and the General Agreement on Trade and Tariffs, the gas treaty that gave us our lovely friends, the WTO, look nice by comparison. Free Trade Agreement of the Americas is designed to let any private company shake down any other country for sanctions. So anywhere North, South America, Caribbean, Central America, only Castro is invited. Shake down for blood money and sanctions for failure to privatize their water supply. You know, they tried that in Bolivia and Beckham. They raised the rates of the peasants
Got
up
approved for
300%.
adults now.
People rioted and Coach
We're not a punk
Obama
rock band, we're a new wave
out.
band.
So now Bechtel has gone to another obscure trade tribunal, whose name I can't even remember, demanding that the Bolivian government be ordered to pay them $25 million in blood money. That's the scam. They also want to be able to go after people for failure to privatize the school system. And even now, under NAFTA, UPS, United Parcel Service, is suing the government of Canada for interfering with their profits by having their own postal service. That will show the evil ones. And anybody who says this sort of globalization uber alles and fighting over our constitutional rights and our sovereignty to corporations is somehow wrong and fights globalization. Well, you oppose the corporate agenda, you must be a terrorist too. Wall Street Journal, Prime Minister of Italy, Silvio Berlusconi, who's kind of like a cross between Mussolini, the Godfather, and Ronald McDonald, rolled into one. They all
Don't believe the hype. We are patriotic citizens too, because we care about the long-term effects of what we do and not just short-term ass-kicking to soothe our inner child. Patriotism is defined as love of country, caring about its people, caring about the environment and how we affect other people and their ecosystems. Patriotism does not mean giving blind loyalty and a blank check to George W.